We have been arguing about this issue for years, and we constantly hear that there is no voter fraud going on in Connecticut. Well, obviously, as we've seen in Bridgeport, it does happen in Bridgeport and possibly happening in many other towns as well. The problem here, this bill that we passed out of committee, is, as we say, there's some decent things in here, but it really is not going to address the problem and deter people from interfering in our elections and manipulating our absentee ballots. Everything in here really is to address the issue after the fact. So putting a camera on a drop box, if you think about it, that ballot is already put in the box, right? The vote has already been cast. The election has been decided. All of this stuff put in place is for after the facts. We have an opportunity here to actually put legislation together to prevent that beginning manipulating the ballots from happening, and that's what really needs to happen. The unsolicitation of absentee ballot applications clearly is a problem. We've always felt, and I always feel, that if you would like to vote by absentee ballot, you should be the sole person asking for that application. That one policy alone will definitely deter and make a big difference in our elections. Voter ID. Why don't we have voter ID in this state? Most states have voter ID. Do you know that you can actually go out and vote today without nothing? I can just walk in just like this and actually cast my ballot without presenting any ID. All you would have to do is say, I don't have an electric bill with me, I don't have a photo ID, I have nothing, and you will sign an affidavit signing off on who you really are. And that's how easy it is to vote here in Connecticut. The mandatory sentence is really key. Now, that will certainly deter people from attempting to manipulate our elections with absentee ballots. There has to be some consequences, and they have to be afraid and know what they're doing, that if they do that, they are certainly going to get caught, and they can go to jail 1 year. And our voter rolls, as Senator Sampson mentioned, our voter rolls clearly are a mess, and they have been a mess for a long time. If you look at the last election, we had how many of those application ballots, absentee ballot applications came back? We're in the thousands, and they clearly need to be cleaned up. So I hope that our party, our Democrats, right now have an opportunity before we go into session and start voting on legislation to make some significant changes to this bill, because these are the things that are obviously absolutely going to deter bad actors from messing with our elections.